Hey friends, Sarah here. Did you ever feel like you were a part of something that maybe you didn't think you deserved? Maybe you didn't think was possible for you? Because I'm telling you what, I have been having the hardest time figuring out how to allow some of the things that are happening right now in my life. This whole one you be you thing is, there's definitely a vision and there's definitely a dream. Obviously you're gonna find that every week that I meet with my coach that I'm gonna probably talk about whatever stirs me from that meeting, because today, and I've been struggling with this for the last couple days actually, what makes me think I should even hire a coach? Why would my husband spend money on someone consulting me to pursue something this? I mean, my visions can be big. My dreams can be pretty large. And so I sometimes feel like I'm all about this self-sabotage in a way, right? Are any of you relating here? Do you have a tendency of sabotaging anything good that could come of your life because of a dream that you've had? Because here's the thing I struggle with the most. This has never been about me, and it never has. This dream, I think that it's hard to deny that there's a little of that though, because obviously I feel like I have things to share that are worth listening to. Obviously, my having a dream to take the stage one day or just impact the masses in some way carries a little bit of recognition and affirmation with that, and obviously some haters too. I think that comes with the territory. But I've been struggling with this a lot, like, who do I think I am? What makes me think that I should even hire someone to help me with all of this? Because I'll tell you the truth, I have zero concept. It's hard for me to wrap my mind around this whole thing, especially the social media bit. Like, I see all your Instagrams out there and I am so impressed. I just don't have the interest or the desire to invest any sort of time to make mine pretty like yours. I have zero motivation to do that. So there's still so much that I have to learn, and that's why I have her in my life, but it's still like, why? Right? What I'd really love is for one of y'all to discover my channel and share it with everyone you know, and then they share it with everyone they know, and it doesn't have to be hard for me. Other than me just, being vulnerable with all of you and sharing what encourages me and challenges me, and hope that it inspires you or impacts you in some way, that would be ideal. But this girl is telling me that I've got something to share, that I am worth investing in, and it delights my core. It delights me so much when she says that. It's just really hard to accept it. It's really hard to hear it. She's classified me in this really big box too, and it's hard for me to fathom that. I guess it's a small box because not a lot of people are there. I mean, I feel like there's a lot of people. Why bother being a speaker or an author or a motivator if there's already so many, right? So I guess it's a smaller box, but it feels huge, and it feels far away and impossible to reach, but she's telling me it's not. And in fact, she told me, kind of like the self-fulfilling prophecy I shared with you a couple days ago, right? The things we say, we start to believe, and we don't even realize that our subconscious mind is owning the words that come out of our mouth, the thoughts that we have in our mind. Because mine have been negative. Mine have been self-deprecating in every way. Like, I've got nothing to share. I shouldn't be having a coach. I shouldn't be wasting her time or any of your time. Like, all of these things that are complete lies I have a tendency of believing because those are easier for me to believe. The compliments, the assurances, and the validation, and the affirmation, and the fact that my husband's willing and wanting to invest in me this way just boggle my mind. And I'm having so much trouble with this. And I think that, along with that self-sabotage that I find myself at night when I should be reading a book from someone that inspires me, taking notes like some hungry student pursuing a master's degree in what they're passionate about. Instead, I'm sitting watching Netflix or Hulu or whatever my show is on at the time, binge vegging, because that's what I do well. I veg, because I'll tell you, when you don't sit down all day and you are trying to meet everyone around you and their demands, like, all you want to do is veg. However, the people in that box I was talking about, they don't, I'm sure they have their share of vegging too, but they certainly are grinding it out. Their kids go to bed, I bet you they are reading a book, or they are devouring a podcast, or they are scrambling to get some notes down that they've been thinking about all day, or making an outline for a speech or a book. And even if that book isn't but 5 years out or 10 years out, they're still pursuing it. Every moment of every day is not wasted. It is going towards an end that fulfills a dream. So I have to wonder, how serious am I about this dream? I'm sure I'm serious about this dream. Maybe I just don't have a whole lot of faith in myself. But I gotta stop. I gotta stop that. I gotta borrow someone else's belief, and I told you about that too. I'm right there with you, struggling, right there with you. And I wanted to ask that question. Do you ever feel like you're just a victim of self-sabotage? Do you feel like the things that people are saying about you in every positive possible way, that you can do it, that you are made of more, that you do influence others? Do you have a hard time hearing that? Because I sure do. I sure do. And I guess all that to say, I'm going to encourage you to do what I hope to do, and that is to turn all that garbage off. Don't believe the lies, even and especially if they come from you. Because you know yourself best, and you know just what to say to take yourself out. Don't do that. Don't do it. I'm going to do my best not to. I can't say I won't stop vegging, because I'll tell you what, nothing like crossing my ankles on the couch. You saw me snuggling with Harley yesterday. Well, on Instagram and Facebook, you saw me. He was next to me, because he's always next to me. He's the cutest thing. He was chewing on a box that came in the mail. And he says he's sorry in the cutest way. I should get it on video at some point, because it's so cute. I'm sure other dogs do it, but when you just want to ream him, he just inches his way to you, takes a seat, inches his way to you, takes a seat, and then soon he's nudging himself up on you, and I'm sorry, it's hard to stay mad at that. I just hope he didn't get through to the chair that's in that box, but that's another thing. Anyway, I don't even know where I ended up over here in the bushes, but that's where I ended up. And I want to encourage you, don't believe the lies. They're lies. Don't let it take you out. Pursue your dreams. Believe someone when they say you've got it, you've got what it takes, and that you do deserve it. Because if you take it away, who are you serving? And all you're going to do is have a life filled with regret, and I don't believe in regret. I believe that everything happens for a reason. I know you see that on a coffee mug everywhere, in a placard. I know that, but I truly believe it, that your story is woven on purpose and for a purpose. And so my purpose is this very venture we're on together called One You, Be You, because there is just one you. So be the best you, and I'll be right there with you trying to be the best me. If you haven't already subscribed, subscribe now. And if you had a friend that you wanted to tag who needed to hear this, man, maybe they're just knocking themselves out, right? They're just cutting themselves off, not believing in themselves. You share this with them. You share this with the people that needed to hear it, because I'll tell you what, I needed to hear it. It wasn't easy. I came to that realization on my own, and I was validated in that quest. And so hopefully you were too. And you will show this world what you're made of despite yourself. We'll talk to you later. Bye.